Good morning. It's Tuesday, December 1st, 2021. Happy birthday to my youngest son. If you're watching this in 30 years from now, I love you. I was, as I was getting up and I was getting ready, and today I start my training for this marathon in February, and then I have another Ironman that I opted to do in March. I got up this morning, not really so much of a question on my mind as to how will I accomplish not just this marathon, not just this Ironman, not just raising a family, not just growing a business, not just growing a business, not just how will I accomplish one particular thing, but how will I do it, period. And I remember, first of all, I believe that's where anxiety comes from. I believe anxiety comes from the unknown. And people who typically have anxiety, it's because there's an unknown factor. There's something that they can't quite figure out, and it creates a sense of panic. The one time I can remember having anxiety, and I mean a time that was real and relevant, was as I was getting ready to be released from prison. For a second, I really was scared because I didn't know what I was going to do. I was really scared. And anxiety, the funny thing about anxiety, and I'll get back to what I was saying. The funny thing about anxiety is it really doesn't last a long time. It could be 10 seconds, but it will be the longest 10 seconds of your life. And God forbid it's somebody who has anxiety for longer periods of time, but mine happened to be about 10 seconds, and it just literally rocked my world. And so when you don't know what and how you're going to do or accomplish something, there could come a level of anxiety with that is just ultimate fear rushing through your body. And so as I'm waking up, I'm not doubtful of what I do or what I'll do, because I've learned to just tell myself, you know what to do. But what about when situations come up when you don't know what to do? When you're legitimately at a point in life where you know it's time to make a change and you just don't know what to do. I got an answer for that too. And the answer is, we find an answer. Read a book. Find a mentor. I guarantee there's somebody in this world who is going through whatever it is that you're going through, who has already experienced what it is that you're trying to experience, and who has decided that they would share their story with the rest of the world. And all you have to do is find that one person. If you have anxiety, then you want to find somebody who has anxiety and who's risen through the ranks of corporate America. If you don't know how to manage your money, and the word says, don't forsake the days of small beginnings. If I can trust you with a little, then I can trust you with a lot. If you need to find out how to manage your money so that you can get more money, then you need to probably take a financial class or read a book or study. How do rich people manage their money? Because there's no way you could just believe that rich people make money and they just spend it, and they just make money and they just spend it, and they just make money and they just spend it. Even though that's a possibility, that's not actually being a good shepherd over what you were given. So I'll have these thoughts, and there'll be a combination of everything. And at the end of the day, each and every morning I start off and I have something I have to accomplish. And you know what? As the thoughts and ideas of how am I going to raise my family? How am I going to provide? How am I going to build this business? How am I going to keep going to the gym and make that work? Today, how am I going to do my son's birthday? Yesterday at the hospital, how are we going to bring this baby into the world? And then the thing that always ends up working for me is I just start with the biggest thing that needs to be addressed at the moment, and then move from there. Because I don't care how great you are, if you feel like you're going to take on 10 tasks at one time, you have the higher probability of failing 9 of those than if you just decided to take on one at a time. So what I would say to anybody who was waking up with those anxiety thoughts and those feelings and wondering how they were going to get it done, I would say it's simple. You just get it done one thing at a time and just check it off on your list.